Doing a solo show has the opportunity to build more of a direct personal trust relationship with your audience because they're listening to you. They're getting your personality. They're getting who you are. They're getting your perspectives and your views on this, and they either like it or they don't. It's really as simple as that. And I think that's the challenge, and it's also the opportunity, because sometimes if you bring on a co-host or a guest, you can skate by with maybe less personality and less approach in the podcast that will hold down the solo format. Now, I don't necessarily think this show I've been massively successful in a solo format. I'm working on it, trying to get better and trying to refine my ability to present for an hour completely on my own. Now, granted, I've done this many times on stage at events or moderated panel sessions, but that really dives into my ability to be a host of in a guest format where I'm moderating a panel or something like that. But really, I think being a solo caster is a great way to build trust and also to build your brand reputation in the medium in helping others. So, and then if you're trying to monetize a co-host situation, it's really not that much different. There are sponsorship opportunities, and a co-host shows can attract a wider range of sponsorship potential because of the variety of perspectives in a particular topic area. Because if you're a solo caster, you typically have one perspective, right? And you're going to bring that to the show. But if you have a co-host, you could have a variety of perspectives on a particular topic or a genre that can be more appealing to a sponsor or an advertiser or may attract a larger audience. So that is the opportunity of a co-host show. At least that's been my experience, is that if I have a variety of voices on the show, I think it makes for potentially a more engaging listening experience to some degree that has a range of views and a range of perspectives and a range of experience. Now, that may have value, but like I'm doing tonight, maybe my views are wide ranging and enough with 20 years of experience and dozens of shows might be enough. And I do see a lot of successful shows on YouTube, whatever, that are solo shows that the host really does a terrific job of running through the topics and talking about it in a passionate way that holds the audience's attention. Now, granted, a lot of those shows are done as pre-recorded shows that can have a lot more kind of transitions and different camera angles and things like that, and overlays and things like that that they can add that add a much more kind of dynamic experience on that presentation, and I think that is okay too, to have that. And I've oftentimes thought that with podcast tips, what could I do in a pre-recorded format too? And I might play with that. So it may not always be live, but it is in the name of the show, live podcast tips.